Hey everybody, Geo Blake here. We're going to be doing a tier list, US states and Canadian provincial flags, including the 5 inhabited US territories. So, in order to do it somewhat random, we have a US random state picker, starting with Rhode Island. Again, to keep it, we're going to be saving the S for the end, but I'm going to put it in A to start off with. Great example. White. I like the white. I like the anchor. The circle of yellow golden stars. Yeah, it's got some words on it, but I don't care. I believe it's also kind of a square shape, which I find very nice. It's a solid A for me. Next state, West Virginia. Another white flag, for the most part. Does have this outline of blue. I believe it's more of a box, which I think is really cool. That's also unique. Not quite an A. It's got a lot of white. I think I'm gonna kind of keep it in the C. And I'm gonna go ahead and put Illinois right in front of it. And Massachusetts is kind of a fail for me. Maybe it's just the one random arm. Fail's kind of strict. Nothing fails just yet. D is kind of a fail, but moving on. Alabama, that's an A. Simplicity. History. It's meant to represent the original Spanish Empire. I believe it's called the St. George's Cross as well. Something like that. It's an A from me. American Samoa's A plus. Hawaii A plus. Nunavut A. Kansas almost a fail. D's technically fail, but for these purposes, it's gonna pass. I like the sunflower. Ontario. I want to give that an A. It's got the red satire, interesting symbolism, the triple maple leaf. Yeah, I think Ontario is an A for me. Washington, D.C. is an A. It's actually the Washington family crest. British Columbia. I'm feeling a B for that. I actually personally really like it. It's got the elongated Union Jack, the sun, the waves. I like it right there in B. And I think I'm going to put Arizona in B as well. It's great. It has the 4th color. Nunavut technically has 5 colors, but it somehow pulls it off for me better. Again, I like the Arizona flag. It's just going to go right there in B. Missouri kind of resembles the Netherlands. It's got some bears on it. I think you can go there and see right next to Illinois. Tennessee. It's got the 3 colors. It's got a symbol, iconic symbol. It's an A. Tennessee's an A for me. Oregon, just so unique with being the only 2-sided one on the list. Other side being the beaver. I think that puts it in B. The fact that it's two-sided. Saskatchewan, nice colors, recognizable. I think it's in B. I think we could put New Jersey in B, the same sense that it's very recognizable. It's a very unique shade of yellow. I like it with Saskatchewan. Kind of a pennant-shaped flag with Ohio. Just based on the uniqueness and recognizability. Let's say I like it next to Tennessee in A. Arkansas's got the great diamond shape, like a Brazil or a Delaware. I'd say B plus. Sure, it says Arkansas, but it's all right. We'll put Delaware right there with. Love the diamond, and I love the colors on Delaware. California's got to be A for now. Just iconic. Maybe right behind Hawaii. Washington, love the green. That makes it A in my mind. Probably right behind California. This one is Northwest Territories, I'm 90% sure. Nope, that's Yukon. This one is not, this one is Northwest Territories. Okay, these two, really great. They both have the Canadian Pale, same as the Canadian national flag. That alone, that's got to put in A tier for me. And I'm going to give the edge to Yukon for having the Alaskan Marmot Husky Dog. This was approved by none other than Queen Elizabeth II, Her Majesty. We're going to go with Georgia. This is the new Georgia flag. I say overall it's a great design. I like it with the Ohio and the Tennessee, probably in third place there, right, with those three. Okay, Nova Scotia. Kind of a play on the Scottish flag. I'd say that puts it in A. I mean, probably with Alabama. Similar to Alabama flag. And of course Florida. With basically just adding the seal. That probably puts it in. That probably puts it in C. Again, I do like the seal there. Probably put it right there behind West Virginia. Alaska, iconic. That's an A. Up here with Nunavut. Or actually, I'm going to put this one up right behind Hawaii. Right there in fourth place for now. Probably my favorite, Northern Mariana Islands. Northern Marianas Islands. That's in number one place. And I'll put Guam in number two. It just makes you kind of want to check them out. Looks great. Sure, it's got the words on it, but that doesn't matter. Connecticut, Connecticut's pretty recognizable with that symbol. It's another seal on blue, but I like the Connecticut one. I think I'll put it right in front of West Virginia in C. Yeah, Kentucky doesn't quite work for me. It might be the first F of the night. Okay, Puerto Rico. That's going to be an A. That might have to be in first place for now. It probably, all these flags, it probably feels like the most like it could be a national flag. Although it's a Commonwealth. Yeah, that's going to be first place for now. Texas is going to be number 2 for now.
Where do your visitors come from?
Move Texas up to number 2. Newfoundland and Labrador. Very interesting. There's at least a B. Yeah, sort of put it with like an Arizona. Maybe just ahead of Arizona.
Did the Spanish come for skiing?
Minnesota, kind of a fail for me. It's got a little bit of an interesting color going on. It kind of looks, the circle's kind of cool. Got some cool art. Maybe it's going to be D for now. North Dakota's an F. Sorry, but the eagle just doesn't look quite right to me. Louisiana's got a nice one. Love the pelican. That's an A. Put it right ahead of Georgia. New York is, I will put it with Illinois. Vermont, highly underrated. The evergreen trees look fabulous. If you really see the flag, I'd say Vermont's an A. Sure, it's another seal on blue, but just gonna go up here with Alaska. Idaho, kind of a fail for me. Indiana's nice, 2 colors. I think it's good, a solid B territory. Right behind Arizona. Iowa's a fail for me. Montana's put in the D. It's got a pretty cool image going on. I believe this is Manitoba. No. Alberta. Yeah, Alberta. I want to say it's a C or a D. It's probably my least favorite province flag or Canadian territory flag. Might be a D. Right behind Kansas. 'Cause I do like that sunflower. I'll tell you what, Kansas is going to move up just because I like the sunflower. Oklahoma, yeah. Probably a solid C. C plus. Maryland. I'm a fan of Maryland's. I think it's got to be an A. A lot going on. Does hit that 4th color, But, so it's an A minus. No, it might be an A. Put it right in front of Ontario. No, I think we'll keep Ontario right ahead of it. All right, right in front of Tennessee. All right. New Mexico, that's a solid A for me. And remember, I'll be picking some S's at the end here. The new flag of Mississippi. Gotta give Mississippi props. It looks like a nice design. A minus. No, I'll probably put it ahead of Georgia. Just ahead of Georgia. Utah, I believe they have changed it, or they're discussing a new one. I like this one though. This one's an A for me. I like it the way it is, but I believe they might change it. I'm gonna put Utah
On the other side stands a secluded village
right behind Mississippi.
that was founded with a child destined to become the next Dalai Lama in Tibet. His parents were Spanish
One of my favorites here with South Carolina. Yeah, I think that's ahead of Texas. North Carolina doesn't quite do it for me. I think it's a fail. Too similar to Texas. And just too much letters and stuff going on. I think it's a fail. Michigan's could be a fail, but it has Sasquatch on it. So it's got to be a C minus. It's got Sasquatch on it. Maine's kind of a fail. It's probably in D or F. Yeah, I think Maine will be a D minus. Nevada could be a D. Just a big plain of too much blue. Maybe right here behind. I think we'll put a D plus. New Hampshire, not my favorite, so I'll put it right behind Nevada. South Dakota, it's got the sun, the kind of a cool shade of blue. Put that with Michigan. Virginia's kind of a fail. Pennsylvania's got the two black horses. Call it a C minus. Pennsylvania's got some interesting stuff going on in the art, I guess. Wisconsin, just too much lettering. D minus. South Dakota or Nebraska. I think this is Nebraska. So fails with Kentucky. Alright, the remaining ones I think are passing. We have Manitoba. Like it. Could be a B. Ontario's A, Manitoba can be the B. Well, it has a buffalo. We'll just put it with Ontario up here, and then Wyoming. Yeah, it's nice, very nice. I feel pretty good with Wyoming and B. Right behind New Jersey. I think we'll put Colorado just ahead of Arizona. Put behind Newfoundland and Labrador. And B. Okay, we have Prince Edward Island. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. Put it right behind Delaware. It's a B for me. New Brunswick, similar to Prince Edward Island. I think the island looks a little cool. The ship looks pretty cool too. Keep them up here in B. Quebec, very iconic. Yeah, I think we're going to have to put that one with Puerto Rico. We'll put that one just behind Puerto Rico. Finally, we have the U.S. Virgin Islands. That's another A for me. Really nice.
The relaxed, old-fashioned way of life attracts many overseas
Third place.
who like it so much
Okay, so I have to pick a few for the S tier.
A book written by Chris Stewart
Picked a lot of A's. It's alright.
describes his
Top
experience
five.
as a farmer in the Oval and makes a very entertaining
Washington,
video of his
D.C.
background and his wonderful dad.
is my number 5th choice.
We are
In
entering
4th place,
a larger, more municipal
Guam.
with a school, taxis, and several shops and bars. The
3rd
church
place,
square, with natural waterfront, is the hub, whilst the main road to Trevena passes below.
third place, Virgin Islands. The Eagle, the Shield. Second place, we're gonna go with the Northern Marianas Islands, just for how cool that is. And then I'm a little torn here. This last one. All these could be worthy of the number 1 place. Maybe just keep it U.S. So maybe Quebec. Maybe we'll have to keep that right here with Texas. I think it's got to be Puerto Rico. I think Puerto Rico is going to take the number 1 spot, followed by Northern Marianas Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands, Guam, and Washington D.C. And then in top of the list, A tier, A plus, that's South Carolina. That's the best U.S. state flag in my mind. Followed by Texas and New Mexico. Quebec's up there. Yeah, keep Quebec up there with South Carolina and American Samoa. That was always in the running. Hawaii is one of the best. That could easily have made it. Alaska, Vermont.
The footpath is being used as an irrigation channel, like it has been for centuries. The charm of these Alpine villages is that they really are.
We got in the A tier. We got California, Washington, Nova Scotia, Alabama, Nunavut, Rhode Island, Ontario, Manitoba, Maryland, Tennessee, Ohio, Louisiana, Mississippi, Utah, Georgia, Yukon, Northwest Territories. In B, for B plus, we're going to have Delaware, B plus, Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, Arkansas, and then just rounding out the B's, British Columbia, Newfoundland and Labrador, Colorado, Arizona, Indiana, Oregon. Rounding it out, we got Saskatchewan, New Jersey, Wyoming.
This aquifer has a path to
C's, Oklahoma, Missouri,
so many fields
Illinois,
have been
New York,
used in rotation.
Connecticut, West Virginia, Florida, Kansas,
And an organized social system has grown up to ensure
Michigan because it has Sasquatch on it,
the village Afrikaner
South Dakota,
is to meet
and Pennsylvania.
timed and
So these are kind of the failing ones, D's and F's. Nevada, New Hampshire, Alberta, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Montana, Maine, Wisconsin, and F's we have Kentucky, Nebraska, Idaho, North Carolina, Iowa, North Dakota, and Virginia. All right. Let me know in the comments, what are your top 5? Can't wait to hear from you.